Now that we've learned how Code Red grew up and how he got his start in the industry, it's time to get down to business. Let's tap in with Code Red and talk logistics, preparation, focus. I wanted to find out the key elements and what it takes on a day-to-day basis to get through a touring schedule. Let's get ready to go on tour, y'all.
Once the tour is booked and they have the routing and all of that, gotta figure out how we're gonna move around. Are we doing a bus? Are these fly dates? And then once we figure out the personnel, I'll try to help figure out the personnel. I would let them deal with who the band was gonna be, but as far as like my crew, I would go and get my own crew because they're gonna work directly with me, and I don't really have any bearing or say on what the band does, so I stay out of it. You know, I've seen a lot of tour managers that they try to get involved in everything, what music is being played, and when they go on and all of that stuff, and then get involved in the after parties, and it just turned out bad. It just turned out. So I was like, yo, I'm just gonna be a tour manager. I'll do that. But so on the Estelle one, we had, what was it? Royston. I had 11 people I was in charge of, and that included Estelle. And we were gonna be out for a month. So it was cheaper to get a bus. So I gotta find the bus, right? Then I need to get everybody who's gonna be on the tour with us, I need to get all their contacts, because they all need to, I gotta give them the playbook, basically. So I'm pretty much Belichick. I'm Coach Belichick, you know, and I'm sending in the plays on how we're gonna move and all the logistics. I handle the bus, booking hotels, ground transportation, the beginning of the tour, flights to get everybody in. Then I have to deal with if there's any press or promo, adding that to the schedule, because I hold the master schedule, and I've got to get that schedule. Every night I'm doing what's called the day sheet, and I send that day sheet out to everybody in the team so they know to play, what the plays are going to be for the next day and how we're going to move. But then I also got to correspond with the bus driver so he knows what time I need him back at the bus so that we could leave.
Your level of focus when you're doing your position and out here doing your job, and I have my own theory as to why you're this focused.
Okay.
And that's because when you're working, not even when you're working, just period, you don't use any substances, you don't drink alcohol, you don't smoke, you don't do any drugs.
Never have.
You're reliable, you're on time, you're on point. And I think the people who bring you on for these jobs, they see that. Can you talk about how it's easy for some people to get sidetracked and lose that focus by partying with the talent or just doing things that they're not supposed to do to really, you know, keep everything and keep the train on the track?
I had an artist say to me one time, was it a bad reflection on this person that people think her manager is a hoe? I was asked that out the gate, and the manager was a friend of mine, so I had to play the politically correct. So I said no. I said yes and no. Say yes and no. I said yes because he's a reflection of you. Mind you, my dad used to always tell us, when you walk out this house, you're a reflection of me when you're in those streets. So act accordingly. So I was like, he is a reflection of you. But no, because they know you and they know you don't get down like that. She said, good. I'm glad you know that. He said, just remember, when you out here, if something bad happens on this road, they're not gonna say, oh, Code Red, such and such. They're gonna say, that artist, they're gonna put that artist in it all day long. Their name's attached into it. And I'll never forget the exact words was, yeah, because then when that happens, I'm gonna fire you. And then you're not gonna get another check. And I was like, yeah, I like my money. I like my money. I'm not letting it interfere with my money. You know, and that's been one of the main things that made it real easy for me. And then the fact that I've never tried alcohol, I've never tried any drug, I've never tried cigarettes. It just doesn't appeal to me. So it made it easier for me to just say no. You know, I wasn't interested in it like that. And if you've been to Baltimore, you got a lot of heroin addicts there. I'm good. Heroin addicts, winos, I'm good. I don't need it. So, but yeah, you gotta have a clear head. I can definitely tell you this. There have been nights when I've been on gigs and I had a band and an artist that was so drunk out of their mind that I literally had to carry them out the club, every last one of them, and put them in the car. Now, had I been partying with them, that wouldn't have went so well.
Before we get out of here, you've worked with lots of talent, man. I know you don't like to toot your own horn and stuff like that, but I have to do it for the viewers, man. Can you give us a rundown, or just some of
the artists that I work with?
Yeah, just some of your favorite people, or just some of the tours you've been on, or even some of the artists that you might have discovered. You might not even heard their music before you got this gig, but you become a fan of them since then.
All right, I'll just give you the list. So MC Light, Maya, Estelle, Jasmine Sullivan, Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer was only for like a week. Yo, it was only for like a week, but it was the funniest week. But yeah, so Keke Palmer, and then I got into my hip hop. Pharoah Monch, one of my favorite MCs. Talib Kweli and High Tech. Jessica Jarrell on a Justin Bieber tour. Mayor Hawthorne. I like that. So I had fun on that tour. Jean Grey, Meek Mill, YG, Jeremiah, Maxo Cream, Bree Steves on a Her tour. What am I forgetting? I really like YG. He's a cool dude.
Did that surprise you?
Yes, it did. Because a lot of times you get young dudes that they just want to be unruly. They want to do all the shit that they seen them do on TV, that they think that's just the norm to do. And he wasn't like that. You know, he was a real cool dude. And then I think that helped me out is being that he's a blood and my nickname was Code Red. That just
bingo.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was just like a lot.
That's perfect.
Let's see. Jill Scott, Jasmine Sullivan. I said that already. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
You're missing a lot of people, bro. I didn't want to interject, but
who am I missing?
Let's see, man.
I did the Digi tour with all those YouTube celebs.
There's been so much, man.
Black Alicious, K9.
That was like during the World Cup too, right?
Yeah. Actually, even though I might be like, when I say K9, I would have never met the Dalai Lama if it wasn't for him. That was my first time in Africa. I'd have never saw Mandela if it wasn't for him. My homeboy Razak and why am I going blank? My homeboy Razak and Ruben, I'm still friends with to this day. That wouldn't happen if I didn't end up on that tour.
It's good. So great relationships came out of it regardless.
Yeah, and then there's been some tours that came along where I've been able to hire my brothers to go on a run. I've been able to hire Monty to come out. And even like my little cousin Jamal in Baltimore, I was able to hire him on a tour, take him out, you know. So even on some of the tours, I just was like, you know, I actually I was able to get some good out of it. But I forgot about K Michelle, Sahai the Prince, Rich the Kid. Which is odd. I tell you, Rich hit me recently. Yeah, he hit me looking for a tour bus. I helped him get a tour bus. Trying to think who else.
I got one for you. Yeah, I can't believe you forgot this one, but I'll go ahead and put it out there. Maybe a year or two ago, probably about 2 years ago, we were down in my studio down here, and he said, "Hey man, I just got a call. Go out with these guys, man. I never heard of them. I think they call like West Side. West Side. West Side Pistol.
Yeah.
No, man, West Side Gun in Conway.
Yeah. Yo, those are my dudes. Benny the Butcher is a beast. Anytime they call me, I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, I did that run with it was actually the whole Griselda. So I did that run with them. When I finished that run, I jumped on. I think it was my second J. Cole run. Was it my second one? It was either... Yeah, it was my second J. Cole run. We were out on that, and I'll never forget, we got to Atlanta, and I hit West, and I was like, yo, Duke, you gotta come to the show, And my whole purpose for him to come, because I want him to see it on a bigger scale. Cause I'm like, yo, West, y'all could be this.
Yeah, they was on their way at that point.
Right. So I want him to come out to the show, but I didn't want him in the audience. I wanted him to be backstage so he could see everything that goes on when we on the run. And so then when the show got to Buffalo, I called Benny and Conway, made sure they came and got in. I was like, yo, I'm kid you not, this could be y'all. I'm trying to tell you this. Y'all should be doing shows like this. And I could just see it. Conway, he's a laid back, cool dude, but you don't want to sleep on him. Benny was like, yeah, this is what I'm on.
Yeah.
This is what I'm on.